You're watching Sports Sunday.
Welcome back to Sports Sunday. The Amity Spartans, they had a tough finish to their 2018 season, but they still put together their best record in a decade. And a big reason why, well, that would be the performance of Zachary Schneider. It's game day for the Amity Spartans. The fans are fired up, and the team is playing well. But the player with the biggest grin on his face isn't scoring touchdowns. He's on the sideline.
Every time I look at him, he's smiling, and it's awesome to see.
Zachary Schneider was born with Down syndrome, but that was never going to stop him from doing what he loves. And there are few things he loves more than being an Amity football player.
Whenever he gets to come here, you know, he comes in the locker room or he comes on the sideline with us and does as much as he can.
I've never met someone more enthusiastic about our team. I can't think of any one person that Zachary doesn't like.
But that love and respect, it works both ways.
Every time I see him on the sidelines, I play for him. I think having Zachary on the team brings everyone closer together and just brings more fun to the team too.
And it's no surprise that Zachary has also left a lasting impression on his coach.
Regardless of the score, you know, he'll give you a hug, and that's my best story. I mean, whenever he does that, you kind of take a breath, say, all right, this game isn't as important as a lot of other things in life.
Zachary Schneider, a Spartan, but more importantly, an inspiration.
I think Zachary does more for us than we could ever do for him. He's a special kid.
Who is leaving a lasting impact, one smile at a time. Such a good kid, Zachary. Our final FNF Athlete of the Week poll of the season is open tonight. Our first nominee is Ansonia running back Shaquem Harmon. He had 36 carries for 308 yards and 3 touchdowns as Ansonia, they capped off an undefeated regular season by beating Naugatuck on Thanksgiving Day. Our second nominee is Jonathan Law freshman kicker Spencer Hannon. He kicked a game-winning 23-yard field goal as Law was a winner over Foreign in their Turkey Day game. Nominee number 3 is Notre Dame of West Haven wide receiver Zach Hockman. He caught 6 passes for 158 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Green Knights beat Hamden in the Green Bowl. And our final nominee is Fairfield Prep running back Thomas Walton. He had 67 yards on just 3 carries. He also had 2 touchdown runs, as well as a kickoff return for a touchdown in a Thanksgiving Day win over West Haven. 4 great choices to choose from. Download the Channel 3 Sports app to cast your vote. You can also head to the Channel 3 website. The winner is going to be announced on Friday night. All right, before we wrap things up, a quick recap of how UConn Hoops did this past week. After beating Cornell by 17 points earlier in the week, the Huskies scored 91 points for the second straight game against New Hampshire, beating the Wildcats big time. All 5 starters finished in double figures. Next up for the Huskies is a game on Tuesday against UMass Lowell at Gamble Pavilion before a big non-conference showdown Sunday at the XL Center against Arizona. The UConn women, they have a home game at the XL Center Wednesday against DePaul before the big 1 versus 2 showdown Sunday at Notre Dame. And before we wrap things up, I want to give a quick shout out to the Pomperaug Warriors under-8 Pop Warner team and the Hamden Hurricanes under-12 squad on winning national championships over the weekend. You guys go. Way to represent the Nutmeg State well. That's going to do it for this edition of Sports Sunday. I'm Elliot Polikoff. Have a great week, everybody.